Hi friends! Welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin and I like to film eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos as well as the occasional other beauty content sprinkled in. If any of those things sound interesting to you, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos every single week. And for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And you know, my face makeup might look a little bit interesting because all I wore today was concealer and bronzer. And it's like the end of the day, so things have kind of like shifted and moved, and we're not going to worry about that because what we're going to worry about is doing looks with the 2 new Oden'S eye palettes. So I have the Merry Christmas palette and the Christmas Eve palette from Oden'S. So these were their limited edition palettes for the holidays. These are made in China for both. Yep, made in China. They are distributed out of, it says Sleepless P Nordic AB, Sweden. They're distributed out of Sweden. Because it says, yeah, it's Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, oh my gosh. There is talc and, let me see. There's talc in both, well, there's talc in some of the shades in the Christmas Eve palette, mica in some of the shades in the Merry Christmas palette. Yeah, talc. There's talc and mica in some of the shades in both palettes. So, just FYI, not saying that anybody has to care about that, but some of you do, so I just want to let you know. These palettes are cruelty-free, and they have a 36-month open container, it looks like, for both, if I can read or see. It's really difficult to see on the Christmas Eve palette because the packaging is so dark. I think that says 36 months. Oh gosh, I can't tell. It's too dark. Okay, but anyways, if you have not seen these palettes, here's what the Merry Christmas palette looks like on the inside. Isn't that gorgeous? And here is what the Christmas Eve palette looks like on the inside. I do know that these sold out on launch either day or weekend. They sold out pretty quickly. They are limited edition, but let me look at what we got going on with these on their website. You can pre-order the Merry Christmas palette and it'll start shipping on November 10th, and then the Christmas Eve palette also available for pre-order with shipping starting on November 10th. So both are available for pre-order right now. So I'm definitely going to be using the Christmas Eve palette tomorrow. I'm going to go to a Suns game, so I'll just do like a purpley blue look with that palette. So I'm going to try and do a more colorful look with the Merry Christmas palette since I am doing this before, you know, I go to bed. So yeah. So, let's just go ahead and get on into it. So obviously my eye immediately goes to the shade Bless, but I also think Snowman looks interesting. I feel like Snowman would be really pretty with like kind of the more neutral tones. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna swatch. Oh, I didn't even take a picture of this palette. Oops. Well, I got too excited, so if you see pictures on my Instagram, now you know that it's because I couldn't contain my excitement before swatching. Oh, those are so pretty. Okay. What to do. I really want that hot pink shimmer like all over my lid. I think that's gorgeous. Part of me is like, do I go in with like the green mattes and then do the pink? Yeah, let's just do that. Why not? It's a little bit more adventurous of a color story. I don't know if it'll look good, but like I said, we're gonna wash this off before going to bed tonight anyway, so what does it matter? Okay, so I'm gonna start with this BH Cosmetics number, I think it's a number 6 brush. I'm gonna go in the shade with the shade Best Wish, which is this pastel green. That is gorgeous. Now, full disclosure, I debated ordering these palettes because I'm just not like a big Christmas fan. And don't get me wrong, like I like the holiday, I like spending time with my family, I like getting gifts for people, I like receiving gifts from people, and I do enjoy like the actual Christmas holiday, but the like theming behind Christmas, not my favorite. I don't love Christmas movies. I will watch, you know, a Lifetime Hallmark movie here and there, just, you know, when I'm wrapping presents and stuff, just to get in the spirit. but for the most part, Christmas movies, not my fave. I don't like Christmas music, and I know that that's like, you know, something that people can't admit, but without getting flack for that, but listen, I worked retail for a long time, and those Christmas songs started playing in like August slowly to like, you know, subconsciously remind people that the holidays were coming, and then it would be full blast from like October through January was all just Christmas music. So yeah, so I just don't like Christmas music. It's really, that's it. That's that on that. The shade is really pretty. I like this a lot. This would look really pretty, I think, over like a white base too, because you get that more pastel vibe from it. But I still really like it, and it's pretty vibrant for like a pastel green that I'm probably blocking you from being able to see. Okay. Like this with just that shade Snowman tapped over the lid. Nice, easy, 2 shadow done look, which I love. If a palette can give me that, and I've thought about this, part of me wants to do like, well, okay. By the time you're seeing this video, I haven't put this other video up yet, but I'm posting a low buy video that's going over the rules that I've created for myself for my low buy. But with that, I want to focus more on doing like thoughtful and like thorough reviews. And I've said this before, and I tried doing it and then I got away from it because I bought too many things. But what I want to try and do is like, can you get like quick, easy 2 shadow, 1 shadow and done looks, or, you know, and then can you also like do these palettes spark creativity? And then also, are they like, how do I think of color stories? Because I want to give more like information to you all in like a single video. I only post 2 videos a week, so like realistically I'm not going to be posting multiple videos with each launch that I purchase, just because I don't have the time to be filming that many videos. But yeah, so anyways, let me know your thoughts on that. But that's kind of what I want to try and do. But anyways, so before I get to that, because I don't have time because I'm still buying too much stuff, this is what we're going to do for now, but I'll just kind of blurt out like where I think you could get other looks and stuff. But anyways, next up, I'm going to go in with the shade New Leaf, and that's going to go on this Milk Cosmetics round transition brush. This is number 85. Oh, that is a gorgeous, like sagey green. That's literally like one of the colors from my wedding. So I think that color is so pretty. Ooh, I could, between these 2 palettes, I could do like a eye look that's literally the colors of my wedding. That could be fun for myself to do at some point. Oh, and I should mention I'm wearing the I think it's May. It's MAI wig from insert name here if you are curious. And I know the bangs are in the way, but it was either these bangs or you looking at my dirty bangs for my natural hair. So those were your choices. At least these look clean. Okay, I watched the videos because everybody got their PR of these palettes like, I don't know, what, a month ago? And so I watched all their videos, but I really don't remember what looks everyone did, so I apologize if I am doing similar looks. Okay, so I'm gonna take the shade Christmas Tree, which is this really dark green, and I'm gonna go in with this Cash Beauty brush. It's like a little fluffy brush. I feel sad that I'm messing up the pan embossing without having taken a picture, but baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do, you know? Comment down below if you know what that's from. Like, that is seriously, I love the tones of these greens. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I haven't filmed like a new, like trying a new eyeshadow palette video in a hot minute because I was getting so overwhelmed by how many palettes I had. I was just like using them without filming like a YouTube video, and I forgot how much fun this is. I also got the Glamlight Scooby-Doo collection, which should be arriving tomorrow. So I'll post that video too. And so my other videos that I have already filmed recently, but you haven't seen yet, are going to be a bit delayed. That includes my monthly ranking video and, like I said, the low buy video that I will be posting later. But anyways, let's go in with these shimmers now. Well, do I want to go in with the shimmers? You know what, for the sake of reviewing, let's just dip into this black. Because why not, you know? Like, we're already here. This is the Morphe M431, and we're gonna go in with the shade Happy Ending. And just gonna deepen this. Oh, that is a pigmented black. Okay, wasn't really quite expecting that. This is why sometimes swatching before just going in and using can be helpful, but that's all good. We can fix it. I'm absolutely adoring how these shades are blending and performing. Like, these mattes are seriously gorgeous. I already know these shimmers are going to be beautiful because Oden's Eye shimmers are always beautiful, but these mattes are like next level. I mean, part of me just wants to go in with the green shimmers and keep this a monochromatic look because that would be beautiful, but that's not what we're doing today. So I'm glad I went in with the black because I do feel like that made this a little bit more dramatic, and it is a gorgeous black. Now I'm going to take this ColourPop. It's the flat brush that I always use, that I always tell you guys I got free at some point from ColourPop. So I'm getting this on my brush, this shade Snowman. I'm going to spray this with Fix Plus. And if you're curious what shade Snowman is, this is duochrome up here. And oh, it just looks like so pretty and green. That'll be fun. I don't know if this is a duochrome or a multichrome, but it is something. It is gorgeous is what it is. I think it's a multichrome because I see like kind of like a taupey peachy shade, a green, and like a blue reflect. I'm sure I could pull up the shade on their website and read it to you all, but that's not what we're gonna do today because I gotta take a shower after this. So we gotta hustle. Do the hustle. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh, this is serious. This really is a Christmas palette. Like, if my work actually had like a holiday party because we weren't all remote, I would absolutely be wearing this palette for that. It is perfect. Okay, so now I'm going in with the shade Bless, which is the hot pink shimmery shade that I think will possibly ruin this look a little bit, but maybe it won't. Okay, is it like a little bit of a random pop of color? Maybe. Does it look terrible? No. If I weren't filming this video, would I have done it? No. I would have left it at the green. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'm going back in with the matte black to just blend over that a little bit. And then same with that dark green. I mean, those two shimmers look really nice together. I just feel like the one shimmer, like it's just like kind of a random pop. I don't know, I don't hate it. With the black over it, it's starting to look a little bit more like of a blue purple. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to finish up the other eye. This is basically going to be the look, and then I'll do my base and everything, and then like I always do, if I'm going to do something cool on the lower lash line, I'll come back and show it to you, or I'll just walk you through it because the lower lash line is kind of boring. There's not like a whole lot of things happening, but anyways, you'll see me in a sec. I decided that since this is a first impression type of review, that we're gonna mix it up and we're gonna go in for this brown and this red shade on the lower lash line. So we're gonna start with the shade Poinsettia, which is the perfect shade name for a red matte in a Christmas palette. So I'm taking this Morphe M507 brush, and I'm just gonna get the red on like the very tip of the brush. Oh, and I should say I went in the waterline with the Kaleidos like their multi-chrome eyeliner in 7Cs, I think, right? Is that what it was? Yes. And this is the shade Gingerbread on a fluffy Morphe brush. It's a nice warm brown. And if you're not sure like about like color stories to like blend together or how to mix in more colors, going with like one type of matte color story on the top and one on the bottom is a good way to like mix in some more mattes. But yeah, okay, let's do inner corner now. Ooh, oh my gosh, that is for sure multi-chrome because that looks lime green in the pan but is showing up like orange. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. Wow, what a beautiful shade. That's super pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, so I am going to finish up with mascara. Well, I already put some mascara on, but I'm going to do a little bit more lashes, and then I'll come back, show you the finished look, and then give you my thoughts, my first impression thoughts on the Merry Christmas palette. Okay, here's the finished look. I am absolutely obsessed with it. The pink and greenish shimmer, well, okay, let's see what shimmers. It was the shade Bless and the shade Snowman. Look incredible together. I love this multi-chrome that we put on the inner corner. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this palette, if you can't tell. I think this look is beautiful, and if you see my eyelash lifting up, no you don't. Okay, so when I'm looking at this color story, I definitely feel like you can go like neutral. You have these browns, you can do a more neutral look with it. You can go with like the red, brown, burgundy and keep it like a pinky warm toned look, or gold, like down if you just go in like these two rows down here. Or up top, this is all like your green shades up here. This shade is a multi-chrome. It's reflecting more orange than green, so I think it would pair well with these shades also. If you want like a more interesting like color combination on your lid, I would say you can go in with like the red warm tone mattes and the green shimmers, or do the green mattes with the like pink orange shimmers, and then you get kind of that contrast. But I think there's a whole bunch of looks you could do with this palette. One of my favorite things to do as far as color stories goes is if I just want to like try something new, put myself out of my comfort zone into like, you know, a fun challenge, I guess, is I'll go in like columns, because I feel like each individual row kind of makes sense in this palette for a color story. But you could do that, or like I just think columns tends to be like, oh, how am I going to put those together? You know what I mean? So anyways, I think there's a lot of different things you can do with this palette. I feel like there's a lot of variety here. I think the shades are nice. Obviously can't tell you longevity because I just put this on and I'm about to go wash it off and take a shower. So yeah, so far really enjoying that palette. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to look number 2 with the Christmas Eve palette. Okay, so for whatever reason, my microphone didn't record any audio. So yeah, that's fun. Anyways, so I did a look with the Christmas Eve palette. I'm showing you what the inside looks like, just saying that it's a really pretty cool tone color story. I'm going to a Suns game, so I'm going to do a purple look, but I was thinking I could do gold on the inner corner since that matches my sweatshirt that I'm wearing. I'm also telling you that I followed a hair tutorial from Alexandra Claire on Instagram, so if you're curious, that's where I got this hair idea. It's like a half 3-barrel, half curling iron situation. I don't know how I have so many thoughts on my hair right now, but apparently I'm still talking. Anyways, okay, so we are going to go in with the Morphe M573 brush and the shade Nowhere, which is like a mauve-y, purpley shade. I did say that I felt like this might be too dark for a transition shade on my skin color. And if that's the case, I was going to go in with Ice Crystal, which, spoiler alert, I do go in with Ice Crystal. I'm telling you that now. And I used a BH Cosmetics fluffy blending brush to kind of help blend that purpley shade Nowhere out a little bit more. And I'm just blending. And apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I don't remember. Okay, then I went in with the shade Christmas Eve, which is this like cobalty blue shade. And I used a medium-sized like blending brush from one of the Zodiac, Crystal Zodiac collection or something, I think, from BH Cosmetics. And now I'm going back in with the shade Nowhere just to blend out that blue a little bit more. And then I'm going to take the shade Wonderful, which is that like lilac-y shimmer. I used a ColourPop, I think it's the E10. Oh, E3, so close. E3 brush. It's a flat blending brush, or not flat blending brush, flat eyeshadow brush, and I sprayed it with MAC Fix Plus. I'm putting that on like the inner third of my lid. And it's really sparkly and shimmery. I thought this shade was so gorgeous. Oden's Eye really does have a nice shimmer formula. I like it a lot. Okay, anyways, then I went in with the shade called Gorgeous. I used the same brush, I just flipped it to the other side. Also sprayed MAC Fix Plus on it. And yeah, the shade name of this is Gorgeous. It's a multi-chrome that shifts like blue, pink, like, I don't want to say red, but maybe like a coppery. I don't know. It's gorgeous. And I made that joke while I filmed this, so I'm making it for you again. So yeah, I think that was the gist of the look. I'm pretty sure I just do here's me trying to show the shift. You can kind of see that it's shifting pink, purple, blue. It's really such a beautiful shade. And now I'm just going to take a Real Techniques, like, I think it's like an eyebrow brush, but honestly I used it for my winged liner, and I just took that shade Christmas Eve again to create a shadow wing. And I'm not sure what I'm saying to all of you right now, but I'm sure it was something random since that's how I like to do it. I like to just talk about random stuff. But anyways, now I'm telling you this is the look. For now, I'm going to do my base makeup and my under eye and come back. Here's the finished look. Okay, so I did add the shade Snow Light to the inner corner, and I did the same mattes on the lower lash line that I did before. I used the Scooby-Doo highlighter. I used the pinky purpley one, the top one. So that was my highlight. And then, sneezing. Bless you. Okay, and then I used the Viseart purple orange palette, but I just used the light purple shade for my blush. I used my House Labs Light Level 3 bronzer. And then for lashes, I used the Auric Viceroy lashes. And then I'm wearing the Jeepers lipstick from the Scooby-Doo and Glamlight collection. And then I have my Marc Jacobs enamored gloss on top, and that's in the shade Pink Parade. Oh, and I put the cream gel liner from ColourPop in the shade Crybaby in my waterline. And that's the finished look. And then sharing my overall thoughts on the palette, I really like it. I think all of the mattes blended out really nicely. The shimmer shades are absolutely beautiful. I'm telling you right now that the shade Gorgeous makes this palette worth it alone for me. I think that's such a beautiful shade. But yeah, I like it. I was a little bit nervous that this palette would be super similar to Annette's collab from last year, and somewhat similar, like, overall vibes of like green, blue, purple, but I don't think there's a ton of overlap in the shades. This is definitely a different color story, so I really enjoyed it. What I'm talking about now is that I think it could be a really nice palette for like easy 2 shadows and done looks. Like, you can just pair, the gold matte with the gold shimmer. You can pair the purple matte with the purple shimmer, the blue matte with the blue shimmer, etc. And really just create like 2 eyeshadow looks and done. I think that's what would be just a super simple way to get a lot of variety out of this palette. But yeah, anyways, that's basically my thoughts on the palette. I don't know that I have a favorite out of the 2. I really like both of them. But yeah, if you picked up these palettes, let me know in the comments down below. If you skipped them, also let me know. I love chatting with all of you in the comments. And I think that is it from me. I'm waiting until the me that's on camera is going to stop talking so I can say bye at the same time. And here, nope, still going. I really am super chatty, aren't I? Oh, yep, here we go. Bye.